Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Pro Tips. My name's Dave Dahl. Today I'm going to be showing you some different techniques for how to tune your guitar without a digital tuner. It's something that takes a lot of practice, but I think it really helps you out if you're only playing in your house by yourself, or sometimes there's just times where you do not need to have a digital tuner if it's just not practical. So there's a couple different tools you could use. Personally, I like to use a pitch pipe. I'll always start with the A string. So what I'm going to do is play the A open and try and match that. The good thing is we're kind of close here. And that's all I'm going to use this for. You could also use a tuning fork tuned to A if you'd like to. You just hit it like that and put it on top of the bridge pin. And here it come through. You can pluck the string, works the same way. So now, the first way I want to show you is based on using the fingerboard, using the 5th fret to tune your strings. Basically, since we already have the A, we're going to play the A, and we're going to tune the E string to that. So we're going to go up to the 5th fret. Those two notes are supposed to be the same. You can hear the low E is a little bit under that, so we're going to tune that up. You hear how it's warbling a little bit. Now I'm actually going to show a different way. Instead of letting go of the string and using your left hand to use a tuning machine, I'm actually going to do it with my right hand. So you can actually hear the string ring out. So you can hear as it gets closer, that little bit of warbling, that out of tuneness gets a little bit slower. The closer you get, it gets slower and slower, and then eventually it just evens out. Now we're in tune. Now to tune the D string, we're going to go up to the 5th fret again with the A, and we're going to play the A string on the 5th fret and play the D open. I don't know if you could hear that kind of get a little bit closer. But you're going to repeat that over the course of the next couple of strings. Again, D string, play the G string open, D string at the 5th fret. Okay? Now, the G string to B string is a different interval. Everything that works on the guitar is basically in major fourths. So it's basically 5 half steps away from each other. The only interval that's different is the G string to the B string, which is a major third. So when we're going, that's not what that was. That was a perfect fourth again because the string is out of tune. To tune the B string, instead of playing the G string at the 5th fret, since it's a different interval, we're actually going to play the G string at the 4th fret. And the B string open. Again, those are supposed to be the same notes. So now we know we have to tune the B string back a little bit. Okay, now to tune the high E string, again, we'll go back to the 5th fret at the B string, play that, and then the E string open. Okay, we're pretty close. Now the second way I'm going to show you how to tune your guitar is by using harmonics. Now by playing a harmonic, basically what you do is you take one of your fingers and place it lightly on top of a string. Usually you can get a good one at the 12th fret, so just as a demonstration, that's about the sound you're going for. When you're tuning the guitar, we're basically going to be dealing with harmonics between the 5th and the 7th fret. So again, I'm going to use my pitch pipe to make sure I locate my middle A. That's where that's supposed to be. So now to tune the low E string to that A string, I'm going to play a harmonic on the low E string at the 5th fret, and I'm going to play a harmonic with my ring finger on the A string at the 7th fret. So it sounds like this. You can hear the two notes kind of fighting each other. Tune the E string up to that. You can hear how it cleans itself up and that waveform really slows down before it finally evens out. Now to tune the D string, again, we're going to play the A string 5th fret and the D string 7th fret. D string 5th fret, G string 7th fret. That one's pretty good. Now for the B string, again, it's a different interval. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the low E string at the 7th fret, harmonic, and I'm going to play the B string open. It's supposed to be the same note. Here it cleans up. The good thing about tuning your guitar this way is that you always have the sustain of the note, so you can get a lot more accurate with the tuning because you can actually hear the note moving into the other note. Okay? Now you have a choice with the high E string. You can either play harmonic on the B string at the 5th fret and harmonic on the E string at the 7th fret, or you can just go back to the low E string and play a harmonic at the 5th fret and play the E string open. Now the third and final way that I'm going to show you to tune your guitar may be the most difficult, but with a lot of practice and some ear training you'll be able to do it. It's really quick if you can hear it well. It's basically just based on the intervals and the relationship between the strings without actually having to play harmonics or anything. Just being able to hear the intervals between them. So again, I'm going to tune with my A. Got that where it's supposed to be. Now again, this is supposed to be a perfect 4th, which is 5 half steps away. And again, with a good ear, you can hear how that relationship kind of cleans itself up and that interval kind of takes shape. Again, a perfect 4th between the A and the D strings. Between the D and the G strings, also a perfect 4th. And between the G and the B string, a major 3rd. And then back to a perfect 4th between the B and the E strings again.